All right, hey y'all. So I forgot to add this in the video, but this is my transformation look. This is pretty much what I look like in the span of the last 7 months. And yeah, so I'll talk about what I did. What's up, YouTube? This is Alexandria Galore, and I am back with another one. I'm gonna try to make this pretty quick today, but I know a lot of you guys wanted information on my weight loss journey, so I'm just gonna jump right into it and talk about what I did. If you're new here or you don't know my story, I lost 40 pounds in the span of about 7 months. So this isn't like a lose 20 pounds in 3 weeks. I'm not that girl. You're gonna have to go find somebody else who did that, because I didn't do that. I lost my weight slowly and gradually, and I did it how I wanted to do this. I am not a nutritionist or a dietitian, personal trainer, or anything like that. So as I was saying, I definitely would recommend that you consult with your doctor before you try to do anything weight loss wise. Sometimes they don't give the best advice, especially when it comes to people of color, black people, black women, but it's definitely, you want to take what they're saying in account before you try anything extreme, because once you damage your body, it's kind of hard to get back where you need to get. So I want to make this video really quick, so I'm going to jump right into it. The first thing I did food wise was this started in November of 2021, and I kind of just decided I was tired of fast food. The backstory is that I was eating fast food every day, or almost every day, 3 meals a day, all different types of fast food, but always fast food, which is always fried food. So I was gaining a lot of weight from it and maintaining an unhealthy weight as well. So the way that I kind of just ended all that, I went cold turkey. One day I just woke up and was like, I'm not going to eat fast food anymore. And I did it for so long that I noticed that I did it for a month. So once I had done that for a month, I noticed like it was small changes. I didn't just drop 20 pounds just from not eating fast food, at least not in a month. But I noticed small changes. I noticed that like I didn't have a taste for it anymore. I noticed that I didn't really want it anymore. And then the like few times that I would go and eat it, it didn't taste the same. And like I kind of like that, because I was like, okay, I'm not dependent on this anymore. I was cooking a lot more at home. So I got rid of fast food out of my diet for a little bit. I did end up going back to eat it, but I don't eat it as much. Like I said, I was doing this 7 days, 6 days out of the week, every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And sometimes I wasn't eating breakfast. So 2 meals a day, a bunch of calories, a bunch of fat, a bunch of unhealthy stuff that you don't need. But everything is about moderation, and you want to establish a healthy relationship with food. The way that I weight loss, I did not do a diet. I don't believe in diets, or at least not for me, just because it makes you have an unhealthy relationship with food. You'll start to look at things as good and bad, and that's not how things should be. You know, there are things that are a little bit more unhealthy than other things, but nothing is necessarily good or bad, because too much of something can kill you. So you can have some really good food that's considered healthy, vegetables and fruits and all of those things, and then you can still be in a bad position as you would if you're eating McDonald's and Taco Bell, whatever, every day. So once I got rid of fast food, I also got rid of fried food. I wasn't really heavy on it, but that was like most of it came from eating fast food. But I also stopped using grease in my house. We got an air fryer, so anytime I wanted to eat French fries, and I did try to put shrimp in there, but that's literally like the one meal I will not eat out of an air fryer. I'll try some fried chicken, some French fries, whatever, in the air fryer, but I tried shrimp and I hated it. So I do put those in grease, but I eat shrimp like once a month at home, as far as fried shrimp. So it's not an issue, because like I said, you want to have a good relationship with food. You want to have a healthy boundary. It's okay for you to do something every now and then. Just don't make it an everyday habit. Don't make it more than one time a day type of habit. So yeah, so I got rid of fast food, got rid of fried food. One of the hardest things was sugar. I drink a lot of juice. I'm not a soda fan. I don't drink sodas. If it's like literally the only option, there's not like, even if there's no tap water, then I would drink a soda, or if it was mixed in with some liquor. But I drink soda maybe like 5% of the year. That's it. But I was really heavy on juice, sweet tea, and things of that nature, and those have a lot of sugar. Sugar turns into fat, if I'm not mistaken. Even if that's not how it goes, baby, sugar gets you fat. That's just the southern way. So I gave up sugar, and I drink a lot of sparkling water, and water. I was always good on water, but I added in sparkling water to replace that feeling of wanting juice. And I also do the like the Crystal Light, but like the Great Value packets. I like those a lot as well. So those are what I incorporated in my diet instead of worrying about juice, because it's a lot of sugar in juice. There's a lot of like dyes and things that contribute to your diet, and over time it definitely doesn't help you out. It kind of hurts you more than anything. So once I got rid of those, I did all of those kind of simultaneously within a month and 2 months, and I noticed that like, okay, I don't need to depend on these things to be in my diet. And I was started doing pretty well. At this time I was not exercising at all, so I was just like cutting back on foods. And you know, you could ask my friends, I go around them and be like, I can't have that, that's too much, like it's not going on my diet, because I was really getting serious about this thing. I had so many failed weight loss journeys that I knew that this one had to be different, and the key to it was consistency. Like I had to stay consistent, I had to keep doing what I was doing. But it takes 21 days to form a habit. So once I got past 21 days, once I got past a month, and I knew it had been a month, I was like, oh, this is a breeze, this is easy. But then I got in a position where I felt like I wasn't losing any weight, like I was just maintaining. I would weigh myself every day, and I don't recommend that if you're a person who gets stuck on numbers. That's something I had to bring myself out of. I remember I would look at the scale and be like, oh my gosh, I gained a pound. Oh my gosh, I gained 2 pounds, 3 pounds, whatever. And it really would be when I was weighing myself. You know, if after you eat a meal, you're gonna bloat, your food's gonna kind of sit heavy on you. So if you go and weigh yourself at the end of the night and you just ate 2 hours ago, it's gonna seem like you gained 3 pounds. So that's like another thing. You want to know when to weigh yourself. I weigh myself in the morning now. I prefer to do it that way. I still do weigh myself every day, but I do it in the morning when I don't have anything on my stomach. So yeah, I created a healthy relationship with food. Like I said, I got rid of all of these things on my diet. So then I reintroduced these things to my diet, but I did it in a healthy way. I eat fast food, but I would say now I'm at a point where I'm eating it probably 3 to 4 times a week. It was 2 to 3 times, but I get a little lazy. I don't really feel like cooking. But I do make smart choices when I go to fast food for the most part. I will look up the calories before I go there or on the way there, and I kind of see what fits into my diet for the day. And I'll get into calories a little bit more at the end, but I do calorie count, so that's kind of how I keep up with everything. So once I got rid of all of these things out of my diet, and then I slowly added them back in, I saw a better change in myself, because I was able to have control. Like, you know, I don't need sugar, I can have Splenda. It's the same thing. It doesn't make me a no never mind. You know, this may be different for someone else. This may be something that you can't handle, but you have to be able to make some certain kind of change in order to really get what you need done. Okay, so as I was saying earlier, I got to a point where I felt like my weight loss was becoming stagnant. I thought that, oh, okay, I don't eat fast food anymore, I don't eat fried food anymore, the weight should be falling off. No. I definitely wanted to be one of the girls that be like, I lost my weight, I didn't have to exercise to do it. That's a fairy tale. You probably shouldn't live by it unless you're trying to lose maybe like 10 pounds, because then you can do a little detox a little bit here and there, and you may be able to lose it without exercising. But if you're trying to have big numbers, my goal weight loss is 60 pounds. There's probably impossible for me to reach without starting exercising and without having surgery. So I had to pick one, and I'm not disciplined enough for surgery. Like, I'm not gonna follow the rules, and that just messes up your body. So why waste time? I'm gonna do it the way that I know if I quit today or tomorrow, there isn't any repercussions other than gaining the weight. So yeah, so I felt stagnant, and so that's when I introduced exercise. People want to know, what exercise did you do? Once again, this is what worked for me. I don't know if it's going to work for you. I don't know if you do some of the similar things that I do, you'll have the same results, but this is what worked for me. I have a at-home work machine, and it is called a Gazelle. It's an elliptical machine. It has the look, it has like the arm movements where you stand on it and you move your arms back and forth. Like, you have the handles that you have to move yourself. It's all manual, so like if you don't move, it doesn't move for the most part. It may swing a little bit, but pretty much it's not a treadmill. You got to be moving to see results. I wear a waist shaper whenever I leave the house. Listen, please don't get in my comments, oh my god, it's so bad for you, you shouldn't be wearing them. Listen, this got to go somewhere, and it's just gonna have to get gone, and then we'll talk about what happens after that. You know, I don't know, I just feel like God got me, and I ain't leaving it on for 8 hours a day. So you could just say the comments. I already know the health advisories for them and all of that stuff. But yeah, I wear a waist trainer whenever I leave the house. I leave my house at least 6 times, like 6 days out of the week. So pretty much wear waist shaper 6 days out of the week. I'm gone anywhere between 2 to 6-7 hours. It may be 8, like I stated it wasn't earlier, but whatever. I'm gone for a couple of hours a day whenever I leave the house. So it kind of helps because I'm going to be walking around anyways. I'm probably in the store. I'm probably like going to a dentist appointment or something like that. So you might as well put it on because you're going to be active even if like you're just doing some day-to-day things. So that's what I did. And when I work out on my at-home machine, I started off with doing 30 minutes a day. And I would skip some days. I wasn't really consistent with working out until about 4 months in, maybe 3 months in. So like the first 2 or 3 months was really organic weight loss. It was just based off of me eating better and changing my diet. So the exercise came in, and that's when I really started to drop the pounds, as well as when I tell you guys about my calories. So like I said, I work out now 45 minutes. I'm just starting to become a little bit more serious about my arms, because as a bigger person I do have bigger arms. So even though I'm slimming down in certain areas, I have to remind myself that I do have to work my arms, because the machine can only do so much. It really is targeting the torso and the legs. So for that portion, I have kettlebells and I have dumbbells. My kettlebells are 5, 10s, and 15s, and I kind of just switch them out. Normally I'll pick up a 15 because I want to just get the heaviest one out the way, and I swing it in between my legs and kind of just go back and forth, kind of really trying to build up that muscle tone. With the dumbbells, I kind of do side to side. I lift them over my head for 60 seconds with 3 reps, and I'll kind of just pull them up to my chest. I'm not sure which one that is, but you know, just lifting the weight how you would do a weight anyways. And my dumbbells are like 8 pounds. So that's what I do for working out. It's nothing extreme. I'm not at a gym. I kind of move around too much, and I don't want to go to the gym by myself. So that's a whole nother story. No, I'm not asking for gym partners. I have one. She's just injured right now. So yeah, so lifestyle changing. Okay, so this is where we talk about calorie counting. All right, so when it comes to calories, I use this app called My Plate. It's what I prefer. There's so many different apps out there, just like anything else, but this is what I became familiar with and acquainted with. It's what I feel comfortable with. So on My Plate, you put in your weight, and then it will generate an amount of calories that you are supposed to have for that day. You can also input the exercise that you did that day, and or whatever similar, because we're going to get into the app itself. But you can put in the exercise you did that day, and then it'll like do a contrast as to from what you ate to what you worked out on. And then like, let's say it gives you 1400 calories, and you do a workout that takes away 200, and you ate a 1400 calorie meal, or like that's what your daily total is. Once you did that workout, it kind of gives you room that if you wanted to have a snack that has 100 or 150 or even the whole 200 calories, but I do think that that's pushing it, then you could eat that and you would maintain your weight. Now the thing is that if you're going to try to lose weight, you kind of like, I'm not telling you to go under the calories you're supposed to have in a day. No, you need to meet that quota. But when you work out that day and it gets rid of so many of those, you don't have to eat them all back. You can kind of eat half and leave the other half alone, chill out, drink some water, or anything that's 0 calorie really. And that'll help out with the weight loss, because if you're just eating what it suggests for you to eat for that weight, you're going to maintain that weight. And a lot of people say don't start working out and do calorie counting, because then you'll have to depend on that forever. I personally disagree, because I've dropped so much weight by doing this. I think so far, because I just started this about 2 months ago, outside of just what I was already doing, I think I've already did about 10 pounds just based off being able to have portion control. Because before this, I kind of was just guessing. I was like, okay, I ate some grilled chicken, so it's not that bad for me, so I'm gonna eat some pizza. And like I said, I was weighing myself every day, so I would get on the scale and be like, oh, that wasn't a good meal. Okay, don't eat that. Tomorrow I'm gonna skip breakfast, or do something to try to counteract that, and that's very unhealthy. So you definitely want to depend on something that's going to like visually show you. I'm a visual learner. So you want something that's going to visually show you what you're consuming, what's in it, calorie wise, what you need to do to kind of bring that down. If you don't want a calorie count, I definitely would say just do something like write your meals down. You could still use the calorie app and just to log in the food that you're eating, just so you can kind of see the pattern of things. Okay, if you were 195 on Tuesday but you're 198 on Saturday, did you have that 20 piece in the club? That's probably what it was. But like don't depend on stuff like just that one day. You just want to see a pattern and get rid of it if it's a bad habit. So when I did the calorie counting, like I said, it helped me lose about 10 pounds, and I'm still going to do it for future references about like what I'm going to be doing now, because I have a goal to lose 20 more pounds. I'm going to really be working on toning up my legs, because now they're not as big as they were, and I'm fine with how they look now. I just want to keep some muscle in them. I'm going to really be targeting my stomach. I want it to be a little bit more flatter. It's way better than what it used to be. So I'm going to be doing a lot of ab workouts, side to sides, kind of crunches and things like that. And I may even like go back to no fast food, no fried food for a while, because it did help. But I just don't want to be that person that does diets. I don't like diets. You can eat what you want to eat. You just need to have portion control. You need to make sure that you're not overeating. I think a lot of time in life we have learned that it's okay to overeat. We have all of these fast food places that give out really big portions, and of course it seems like it's not a big portion when we're spending our money. But if you kind of compare it to what you would normally, like a normal amount of food that you would cook at home, fast food gives out a lot of food, and we make it normal to consume. We make it normal to eat to where we don't even see it as a big thing. We kind of just be like, we need more for what we paying. But if you compare that to what you would normally cook on a Monday, dinner, and it's not over the top, it's not no fried pork chop with gravy. The girls might make a good little Alfredo plate. I can guarantee you the calories that's in that Alfredo is probably less than what the calories are in a McDonald's large meal, maybe even their medium meal, because it just be a lot going on. So I just want to say, like, stay consistent with what you're doing. Make sure that you're staying consistent. A lot of times when people go on a fitness journey or wellness journey, all it takes is one day to fall off. Like, it'll be a Saturday, they're like, oh, I had something to do, so I didn't work out today, so I didn't eat well today. And then the next day they like, oh, the situation, the events carried over, so now I didn't do it today. Now you're on 2 days. It is okay to miss a day or kind of go off your path, but do not allow that one day to kind of reflect what you're going to have going on, because that's what ends up happening. Anytime that I don't work out on the weekends, I work out 5 days a week. But anytime that I feel like I'm overindulging in something, I'd be like, okay, tomorrow I'm going to work out. I'm going to repay myself for that. And I hold myself to it. Like, it's literally, I don't care if I was out from 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night. At 8:30, I got to get on that machine. I got to get the dumbbells. I have to do something. I have to be active. Because if I allow myself to sit, then it becomes a habit, and I'm going to continue to do it, and I'm going to fall off the wagon. So to answer the biggest question, how did you do it? I stayed consistent. Like, whatever I decided to do to change my lifestyle, I kept doing it, and I'm still doing it. And for some people that may seem miserable and it's like, I can't do it, I don't have willpower, you don't know until you get into it. It's like clockwork for me. It's my lifestyle now. Like, I don't have a problem not consuming so much sugar. I don't have a problem not eating fried food every day, because I feel good and I look good. Like, I couldn't run. If somebody tried to take my purse 6 months ago, I was gonna let them have it, baby. I wasn't gonna be able to run. I would have been out of breath. Now, oh, you got a little competition. We gonna have to fight about it, because I'm gonna run, and my endurance gonna hold up to where I ain't gonna be huffing and puffing after the fact. So if you want good results for yourself, if you want to feel good about yourself, if you want to make a change, you really just gotta do it. Like, it sounds cliche, but the only person holding you back is yourself. You have all these excuses. I gotta work, I gotta go to school, oh, I don't feel like cooking. You don't feel like cooking? Okay, find a microwavable that doesn't have that many calories. You could eat fast food, but you ain't got to get the Big Mac with the extra mac sauce. Get something else. So if y'all want more tips, if y'all have more questions, just let me know. I really didn't know where to go with this video, so I kind of just talked about my experience. I may have talked too much, I'm sorry y'all, but if you have any more questions, just put them below and I'll answer them. I'm not gatekeeping. I didn't do anything special. I got my waist shaper off of Shein. I had to move down a size already, and I'm probably gonna move down another size. I recommend them. They have like the best waist shapers, and it's right in front of me, so I'm just gonna tell y'all the brand because I couldn't remember. But this is the waist shaper I have, and it is by Top Melon. So if you search Top Melon on Shein, you should be able to find it. What else? Like I said, if you type in Gazelle, or if you want to go on Amazon and have like foldable treadmills or anything when it comes to working out, just go to Amazon, go to Five Below, go to Walmart, go somewhere and get your stuff together, get started, and I want y'all to report back and tell me what you're doing, because apparently now I gotta be on y'all like I'm on my people, so that we could be losing this weight, because don't nobody want to keep being big. I can't speak for everybody, but I don't want to stay big. It's too hot for that. And make sure y'all like and subscribe. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you next time.